In our last video, we explored how reality has a dual nature. It's both a movie and a mirror. That might sound a little wild, but here's the kicker. Once you learn how to navigate this concept, you can literally start shaping your future to look the way you want it to. Yes, you heard that right. You can be the director of your own life. Today, we're zooming in on someone very special. Any guesses? Yep, it's you. But let's be real here. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror and thought, do I really like what I see? Not just your reflection, your personality, your habits, your choices. If you've ever felt like you don't measure up, I have news for you. You're not alone. Even the most confident, seemingly perfect people you know, they're wearing masks. Behind those masks, the same doubts and fears we all deal with. So why don't we love ourselves? Simple. Everywhere you look, TV, magazines, social media, you're bombarded with these airbrushed ideals of beauty, success, and happiness. And we, the ever-trusting audience, swallow these illusions whole. We start playing the comparison game, trying to fit into someone else's mold, only to end up feeling like we're never enough. But here's the truth. You are enough. Beauty, success, and happiness aren't one size fits all. They're personal. What's awesome for someone else might be completely wrong for you. So why do we keep trying to mold ourselves into these impossible standards? Now here's where things get tricky. If you've ever tried to start fresh on a Monday, only to be back to square one by Wednesday, you know what I'm talking about. It's not because you're lazy. It's because you're still following the old script. Picture this. You're living out a movie, but just because you want to change doesn't mean the script magically updates. Your desire is like a GPS. It points you in the right direction, but you need a whole new script to change the route. Ever been inspired by someone and thought, I could totally be like that? You might have even tried to copy their style or attitude, but guess what? You didn't become them. Why? Because there's a science to imitation, and a technology, really, to mastering it. With the right steps, you can shift your entire reality, and most importantly, yourself. Here's the key. It is possible to shape both your reality and your future self. As you move through life, like flipping through a movie reel, you can transform into the version of you that you've always dreamed of. But I get it. This might sound hard to believe. After all, you've probably tried before and it didn't work out. That's because you were working in idle mode, just daydreaming instead of using your external intention for really focusing your energy where it counts. Think about it. If you only dream about being awesome but never use the right tools, you're basically spinning your wheels. But if you use external intention, really harness your focus and imagination, you'll be amazed at what you can do. And it all starts by taking yourself seriously. The problem is that most of us give up too soon. We try to change, but when we don't see instant results, we fall back into old habits. But here's the secret. It's not about fast results. It's about consistency. Keep working, keep moving, and eventually you'll get there. From film to film, reflection to reflection, your life will start changing. But hold on. Changing yourself doesn't mean throwing away the old you. It's not about rejecting who you are. It's about developing yourself. If you like who you are, great. You're not here to change your core. You're here to evolve. Improvement isn't about losing your identity. It's about igniting the creative spark inside you and creating your own standards. Think about it this way. You are unique. There's literally no one else in the world like you, and that's your superpower. Imagine owning that uniqueness instead of hiding it in the closet. Isn't there something special about having something no one else does? Absolutely. But it's up to you to decide whether you use it or let it collect dust. Here's a little challenge. Take a step back and look at your flaws. Before you rush to change them, ask yourself, what if these are actually my biggest strengths? We've been taught to fix everything we don't like about ourselves. But here's the paradox. When you accept what you think is a flaw, it becomes a unique quality. If you reject it, though, it turns into a real weakness. So here's my advice. For the next few days, stop fighting. Stop trying to fit in. Just be you. Give yourself the freedom to enjoy who you are. Quirks and all. See what happens. You might just find that you like yourself a whole lot more than you thought. Of course, this doesn't mean you should ignore things that harm your health or relationships. Those need attention. But for the rest of your so-called flaws, relax. Focus on your strengths instead. Life becomes a lot more enjoyable when it's not a constant struggle. Here's a golden rule. Life gets better when you accept yourself as the one-of-a-kind masterpiece that you are. Embrace your quirks, enjoy the ride, and your life will start improving automatically. But yeah, I know, it's not that easy. Years of being told how to think, act, and look don't just disappear overnight. So how do we break free? It takes 3 steps. First, stop obsessing over your shortcomings. Focusing on them only makes them worse. You need to shift to a constructive mindset. Second, find a goal that fires you up, something that excites you and benefits both you and others. No goal, no energy. No energy, no life. And third, focus on constant growth. You're a creator. Light that spark and develop yourself. And once you start moving, once you set your sights on your mission, everything changes. Not only will you grow into the best version of yourself, but the world will start reflecting your new reality back to you. And that, my friend, is how you truly take control of your life's movie. So, what are you waiting for? Let's start rewriting that script today. Sincerely yours, Dream Life Architect.